So welcome to my game called Dog Dodger. The first idea of this game was to be a game that the player should use a firefighter to dodge or jump over some dogs so he could save a cat on the tree. But that didn't really like work just because my knowledge to make games with Pygame is not the best. Even though I was able to do most of this. Um, so the game is composed by four libraries: Pygame, Random, Pico, and Sys. Um, so I made some notes here about each one of the libraries because I had to do a lot of research to make this game. So Pygame is responsible for core and game development. It's gonna take care of uh, graphics and rendering, collision detection, for example, if two objects hit each other. The random library will take care, for example, of the enemy behavior. So, for example, the dogs when they come. Uh, the pickle library will take care of saving and loading the game, the high scores management, which we'll have in this game as well. The the sys library will take care of gaming exit, um, like for example the Pygame dot quit. So all these things. The game starts right here. The code for the game starts right here. This part here is necessary to start uh, coding with Pygame. Here we have some constants related to the game. So for example, the dog speed and other things. This program that I'm using right now to record this video only allows me to record until 1 minute, so I need to be a little fast with so I can go over the game. Here is responsible for the part of the screen, okay? Um, the dimensions of the screen, also the title of the game. It's gonna show up in the screen. Here is responsible for the menu, um, the the noise for the menu select as you go through the options. When you accept the option, when, for example, the hit sound when the firefighter hits the dogs, for example, um, the pause uh, sound, the game music in the background too. Here are the font sizes for all the texts in the game. Okay. Here is gonna be the menu for the firefighter. It's gonna have some elements. For example, when the firefighter jumps over the dog, and when he lands, like the speed of from being in the air to land on the ground, like how long it's gonna take. So I got 2 more minutes to record, so I'm gonna try to be faster. So here we have the elements for the dog, everything related to dogs, um, the how much of the screen the dogs would take, for example, their speed, because that's basically what the dogs do. Here we have the high score handling code, um, saving progress, loading the game to the loop, how like when the dog should start coming, when the dog should stop coming, or like when the game stops. Here we have also like some elements like running, like the points running. Um, we have other elements here. How long, like for example, here the dogs get faster as each 100 points pass. Okay, that's what we have. Collision, check collision, for example, here, and the other. So as I said, the collision was to check the collision. You have only 3 lives. When you hit 3 times, it's gonna count that collision, and then it's gonna deduct your points from your lives. You only have 3 lives in the game. Anyway, you have more code here, and now for this last minute, I would like to run the game. So let's try this right now. See if the game is gonna start. It's taking a little longer. Let's see here to make the game start. So that's how the game starts. So that's how it works. Right here, and then you need to dump the dog 100 get the egg lost 5. The game lost another one. So that's how it works. And then in the end, you can put your initials. play one more time. So I'm gonna start the game here. Then the dogs start going slow. After 100 point passes, the dogs start going faster. More 100 points. Dogs get way faster and faster. That's how it goes. So your goal here in the game is to have the higher points as you can. Well, it gets harder and harder. So it's basically fast feel of jumping over these dogs. If I lose, then that's when you can pull out the initials, the first initials, and then it's gonna save your high score. Once I click here, my higher scores are saved here. Okay. And then when I press M, I get back to the main menu, and then I can start the game again, or I can exit the game. So that's how my Dog Dodger game works.